6th Standard, Term 2, Social Science, Economics, Unit 1, Economics and Introduction. The laughter of children echoed throughout the children's park of that apartment. Some slided down joyfully down the slide, and some went up and down in the seesaw, shouting cheerfully. Others were swinging so high and fast in the swings as if they were about to reach the sky. Some children were waiting near the swings to play next. Kevin did not join with any of these children. He sat alone in a corner, staring somewhere. His uncle Mohan noticed Kevin and came near him. "Kevin, are you going to play with your friends?" asked his uncle as he sat next to Kevin. "Uncle, everyone teases me, calling me a villager," said Kevin, with tears rolling down his eyes. "Even our Vimalan laughs along with them. I came here for the holidays with so much of excitement. Now I regret my presence here. I want to go back to our village, uncle," sobbed Kevin. "Is it so? Where is Vimalan?" asked his uncle and started to search for his son in the crowd. Vimalan called him in a loud voice. On hearing his father's voice, Vimalan inquired, "Did you call me Dad?" and came near him. "Did everyone tease Kevin?" asked Mohan. Vimalan didn't utter a word. He stood quietly. "Even though I live in this big city, I also hail from the same village. My roots are still there," said his father worriedly. Then he added, "Go and bring your friends. I have to tell something to you." Saying this, he sat near Kevin. When Vimalan brought his friends, his father made them all sit together. Mohan asked the children, "Let me come to the point directly. Do you know from where do we get all the food? The rice and the pulses we eat? We buy them from shops," said Anandan. "Tell me, where do the shopkeepers get these things from?" "I guess they would buy them from another shop." "I think they would buy them from those who grow crops, uncle," said Inba. "Correct. We call those people who raise crops as farmers. Farming is the main occupation in the villages." The children looked at each other in surprise. The farmers grow various crops like pulses, grains, vegetables, etc., and send them to the shops in cities. We buy and consume them. "Uncle, I have a doubt," said Kevin. "Tell me, Kevin. In villages, I have seen people selling all kind of things in a place. Why do they call it Sandai instead of shops?" "Yes, Kevin. Do you all know from where do they bring these things to Sandai?" "We don't know, uncle," said the children. "I told you already that the things which are produced in villages are brought to Sandai." "Fine, Kevin. Do you know what activities are carried out in a Sandai?" "Buying and selling," said Kevin. "Very good, Kevin. Apart from going to Sandai with your mother, you have also noticed what's happening around you." Hearing this, Kevin smiled. All the children said in unison, without knowing the importance of villages, "We tested Kevin." "Forgive us, uncle. We won't hurt anyone hereafter. We wish to know more about this." "Sure, I will tell you," said Mohan. "Small traders and other people buy things from Sandai," explained Mohan. "Do you know in olden days we had a system of exchanging goods for other goods called barter system? For example, exchange a bag of rice for enough clothes. A person who has rice in surplus and a person who has cloth in surplus will exchange on the basis of their needs. But here, the problem is that the person who has clothes should have the willingness to buy rice. Only then the exchange through barter system will take place. When they exchange commodities, they may lead to certain problems when comparing the difference in the value of commodity. To solve this problem, people invented a tool called money." "Really? Is it so?" exclaimed the children. "You know that early man who hunted and gathered food later learned to cultivate crops. When they found rivers which provide them water, settled down permanently near the rivers. These permanent settlements were called villages. Agriculture remains to be the root of our economy even today. Money has no limits for his demand and desire. Based on this, man started to learn new occupations. Those who are involved in farming and grazing are called farmers or cultivators. Is agriculture the primary occupation? Yes, there are certain other primary activities like farming. Agriculture and industries are helpful in the economic development of our country. Our country's economy is based on three economic activities. Is agriculture confined only to villages? What other works do the villagers do? What will a village look like, uncle? Interrupted Inba. Agriculture is the primary occupation. There won't be any kind of facilities like our cities. At the same time, they get their basic needs fulfilled easily. There are small shops, vegetables are grown in abundance, just like rice and pulses. Though the sugar that is added in our milk, coffee, and tea is produced in sugar mills, the raw material sugarcane is cultivated in the villages. From chilies to mustard, all those provisions used for food are grown in villages. Wow, my mother told me that these things are very expensive. Therefore, the villages must be so wealthy, said Aditya. No, not like that. They are just producers. Their products are brought and sold by some mediators. So the farmers get very little money. What a pity. But the villages are the real shadows of cities, exclaimed Anandan. Even Gandhiji has said that the villages are the backbone of our country. Yes, what a wonderful saying, said Kavan excitedly. At that time, the mobile phone rang. Mohan attended the phone. Vimalan's mother, Punni, had called. What are you chatting about with the children for so long? The food is ready. Bring them home. Saying so, she cut the call. Children, come, let's go home. Food is ready. Mohan got up and the children followed him with joy. Inba asked, Uncle, you said how villages are important. Aren't cities important? No, Inba, both cities and villages are important on their own. If it is so, tell us about the importance of cities, asked Inba again. That is good. I will tell you. More than 50% of the world's population lives in cities. In our state, Tamil Nadu, 47% of the people are in cities. Wow, they exclaimed. Not only that, Tamil Nadu is well developed in secondary and tertiary activities as well. These are city centered activities. We feel very proud to hear this, Uncle. Tell us about those activities. Uncle Mohan said, Well, apart from this, employment opportunities are more in cities than villages. People involved in small scale industries and unorganized sector are mostly found in cities. We don't understand. In villages, there are only a few salons and laundry shops, but in cities, the number of such small scale workers are more. This results in additional income in cities. Really? Yes. Well paved roads, ports, airports, and railway stations support trade. Many branches of banks help in the circulation of money and boost the country's economy. All these are termed as tertiary activities. Vimalan exclaimed, Even being in city, I never knew about all these. Inba said, We really got to know more information, uncle. Good. Will you compare cities and villages in future? Never. We won't say such a thing. If anyone talks like that, we will explain whatever we have learned from you, replied the children. Come, let's go and have our lunch, said Mohan. Children said that they will come after playing for some more times. Holding Kavin's hand, they all ran towards the park. Mohan, an economics teacher, felt proud of their unity and satisfied of clarifying something good to the children. Glossary. Consumer, the one who uses the products. Commodity, products. Occupation, work or job. Settlement, living place of human being. In villages, once in a week or month, all things are sold in a particular place at a specific time to meet the needs of the people. This is called Sandai. Consumer goods. The finished goods which are brought from the market to fulfill the daily needs of the consumer is called consumer goods. Example, rice, clothes, bicycle, etc. The amount from the income which is left for future needs after consumption is called savings. அளவறிந்து வாழாதான் வாழ்க்கை யுளபோல வில்லாக்கி தோன்றா கெடும். குறள் 479. விளக்கம்: தன் செல்வத்தின் அளவு அறிந்து அதற்கு ஏற்ப வாழாதவனுடைய வாழ்க்கை பல வளங்களும் இருப்பது போல தோன்றி உண்மையில் இல்லாதவனாய் பின்பு அப்பொய் தோற்றமும் இல்லாமல் அழியும். Primary activities. They are concerned with the production of raw materials for foodstuff and industrial use. Primary activities include agriculture, cattle rearing, fishing, mining, collection of fruits, nuts, honey, rubber, resin, medicinal herbs, and lumbering. Secondary activities. The raw materials obtained from the primary activities are converted into finished products through machinery on a large scale. These activities are called secondary activities. Industries are classified on the basis of the availability of raw materials, capital, and ownership. On the basis of raw materials, industries are classified as agro-based industries, cotton, textiles, sugar mills, and food processing. Forest-based industries, paper mills, furniture making, building materials. Mineral-based industries, cement, iron, aluminium industries. Marine-based industries, seafood processing. Tertiary activities. I already told you that industries produce goods and distribute them to the people. For this purpose, some services are required. These services are called tertiary activities or service sectors. The service sector serves the people to fulfill their daily needs like transport, roadways, railways, waterways, airways, communication, post, telephone, information technology, etc. Trade, procurement of goods, selling. Banking, money transaction, banking service.